flipped classroom is, what the flipped classroom is not. So, rather than discussing what the flipped classroom is in my practice, I'll discuss a list that most flipped classroom teachers can agree the flipped classroom is not. So, let's get started. The flipped classroom is not the Khan Academy. While the Khan Academy is an excellent resource for use in and out of the classroom, the flipped classroom is special because classroom teachers create the videos to suit their students' needs. We want students to be active in their learning, not droids sitting in front of screens getting lectured with someone halfway across the globe. The videos are an extension of the teacher and help create a strong relationship between student and teacher. The flipped classroom is not a replacement of teachers. This could be further from the truth. In the flipped classroom, the role of the teacher is more important than ever. There's no sitting at the back of the class reading the newspaper and having a coffee, as much as I'd like to sometimes. In the flipped classroom, the teacher is active all day. Teachers get a chance to work with every student, every class. The flipped classroom is not all about the videos. Yeah, videos are the backbone of the flipped classroom, and I'm hoping one of these days produce a video that goes viral, perhaps appear on Ellen. However, it is the flexibility the videos provide that is a true benefit. Teachers now have additional classroom time where they can develop rich learning activities to extend their students' experience. The flipped classroom is not the silver bullet. The flipped classroom does not solve all the broken education. If it did, I'd probably be filthy rich. It's just one tool to increase student learning. Inflexibility, lack of classroom time, and student-centered classroom is problems that I feel the flipped classroom helps solve. The flipped classroom is not a one-size-fits-all teaching approach. Each flipped classroom teacher develops an approach that works for them and their students. As example, some teachers have students watch the videos in class. Some students watch them at home, in a car, on a bus, on a plane, straight to Dr. Seuss book. And some even get the students to create the videos themselves. The limits of the flipped classroom are only as limited as the teacher's imagination. The flipped classroom is not top-down. The flipped classroom is 100% driven by teachers. For the model to be authentic, it needs to be initiated, created by the teacher, for the teacher. How often have we attended a staff meeting and presented with a new flavor of the week to never give it another thought? The flipped classroom is a flavor teachers want to do because they believe in it. And it's delicious. The flipped classroom is not a teacher holiday. The flipped classroom is anything but a holiday. The amount of time that goes into creating quality videos and activities is second to none. In the classroom, teachers are no longer spending time lecturing. Instead, they're constantly interacting with their students, inspiring, observing, and as we all know, sometimes drawing. The classroom is not easy. Students have been in the traditional model of school for their entire educational career. They like playing school, so they're very good at it. Now that we want them to play learning, it can be tough to for them to school. And lastly, the flipped classroom is not all about students watching videos from home. It's about students using videos when we're appropriate for their learning journey. Many students find that they use their classroom time so effectively they rarely home. Believe me, they love this. Now they have time for things that truly matter to them, like Twitter and Facebook. These are just a couple of things I think the flipped classroom is, and the flipped classroom isn't.
So basically, we know that the flipped classroom is not as simple as you just take the lecture, put it online, and then you do the homework in class. It is really more than that. Think of like.
So that they can view the content and learn the content at their own pace.
Effectively, every time they receive a service panel, they get to bring back the tablet home so that they can watch the video and listen to them. Always rewind the video, watch it over
and the watered down version. So tell the student what we teach them. Before you teach them, you have to let them know what is the objective. They have to know what you are going to teach them. Show and tell. Here's the first one. Second one, I know what prior knowledge. Oh yeah, do you remember last time you learned this? With that knowledge, then you are going to learn something new. This one I understand. Number 3, you see the candy or incentive, right? Teach them difficult stuff bit by bit. Don't overwhelm them, don't give them so much thing. They don't know, you're talking to yourself only. You think, okay, this 2 hours must cover this and that. You will be wrong. They only get 10% of what you say. You rather teach it easier, slowly, small chunk by chunk, they understand the catch all. It's much more effective. Rather than, so you have to motivate them somehow. This is the core principle of learning. Number 4, What I know is you want to be up to the point. You don't beat around the bushes. Want to side check this and that, and you just have to zoom in. What you want to tell the student, what is the point, what is the objective. Zoom in. Okay, what is the theory you want to bring this knowledge, bring this message to your student up to the point. Okay, that's a metaphor where you don't feel we need to do all this. As a teacher, we have to know all this. Number 5. Yeah, you have to tell them, okay, and can you go library and pick up your resources or Google informations, whatever. We want to teach them to be a good thinker. They have to. Nowadays, it's just self-learning. The student nowadays, you give them something to decide. The next minute, my class, mode 60 counter must have a start and stop feature, and must can reset the whole system. Then once they say, sir, is it the answer? They show the laptop. I got answer already. They Google it. They get it, they get an answer real time, nowadays. So yeah, engage them to go for the Google, look for the answer. So when you set exam credit, you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful, make sure they need a bit of thinking. It's not just Google, okay, answer come out, second diagram also there. I can view it, I can simulate it, I can do whatever. Be very careful with that. Now, okay, number 6. We have to engage them the 5 senses. What they're talking, I mean, when we teach them whatever, we have to use some new technique, right? To say, oh yeah, wow, the student will look at your video or whatever, they will find it very interesting, whatever. Engage them. Use some innovative teaching method. But the number 6 is not very long one. This is the up to the point. Number 7, yeah, I know, this one I know. You don't eat too much and too fast. They catch no ball, they cannot remember. Because for the concept, you cannot teach them too much. You are rushing for the syllabus, you cannot. They don't know. So the flip is really good. Because the content, and only for you to give them the content already, only for us to give them the student content. They get the content outside the classroom. With their own time, with their own pace. Get the content. Once they come to classroom, they will do something entirely different. I'll share more of this with you after the break. A lot of games to play later, you will enjoy. We have YouTube video, we have Korean Power, whatever, K-pop, whatever. We do a lot of games, play a lot of interactive things later. Not so boring. Okay. There's no more I thought you listen, the student last I thought you listen, now wake up. They say, what? Get the master to teach them the applied skill and knowledge through the active learning. I thought you listen, you won't be doing that nowadays. You want this kind. Let the master teach them the right shape. How to even watch video you think is, yeah, they can watch Spider-Man, they can watch whatever. Cartoon, whatever, movie, they know how to watch, but they know how to watch Spider-Man, or they know how to watch all this Iron Man, But watch educational video is a different thing. I said, the video I do is cheap and dirty, it's what again. I just on it, I have my headset, USB headset, I talk, and that's it. No more than 10 minutes. Since I show you, it's a quick one. I jump the camera a bit. Yeah.
Hi.
I happen to do revision of them. Whatever in the desktop you see, I can write on it. Every recorder is no different between talk and talk.
This one?
Talk and talk, there's no difference at all.
To tell you what,
There's just see in front of the camera that I do. I no need expensive software or any video equipment. No need free. This one is all web-based. You go to the website, you record automatically. 15 minutes free. Simply was sharing around the screen automatic. Sorry. So anything, super fast. So no more than 10 minutes. I use very simple video link to do that. Where am I? Where are we? Sorry about this. 8. they are okay, right? So, yeah, engage them with active learning. That's what we are talking. Engage them with active learning. No more I thought you listen, nobody will listen to me nowadays. This one, also a bit, it took me a while to understand this. I had to discuss with my educator, oh, it's so cheap, what are they talking, you know? Actually, that summary they give is such a summary. Actually, got how many pages they're talking about that small statement. So this one I understand, don't scold them. Don't hurt their feeling. Yeah? Okay, I'm hurting on inside, so they're sensitive. They're sensitive. Yeah? So we have to science them, I mean we have to encourage them, we have to love them, you know. Don't say anything about them. I have one of my colleagues, one student that graduated 10, 20 years ago. He come back, he visit us, he's outside doing his own business. I hate Mr. So-and-so. When I was a student, the joker called me a stupid. I remember you for my whole life. You think I'm stupid? You remember this Mr. Go? I hate Adam, his father, you know, he come and share with us. You know, be very careful. Sometimes we might accidentally, and you know, we might hurt the feeling. Be very careful with that. So okay, this one, the last one. Test the student knowledge. This is talking about the last principle of 10 called the last one. We have to test them. You teach them so many things. Assessment. Remember, Professor Ron was talking assessment. We have to assess them. Even in class, even watch a video, we have to assess them. We make sure they learn something. Otherwise, you cannot proceed any further. You must have feedback. Very important. You test the knowledge, test the understanding, right? And when we test them, we have to go back to them. What's wrong of your answer? How to improve on it? This is very important. This is a core of learning and education, and this is more or less. So it's no secret. Oh, okay, we finished already. This is a simple lesson plan about the flip teaching. When you come back here, we really flip teaching and tell you what is the flip teaching, what we do in class. Now we haven't said anything. Later we really will share with you. The next one. We are not games. I thought you listen. Then boring, you know. Silky thought you listen. No, we will be playing games together, watching K-pop together. Yes. Okay, later on. So this is the one all in your PowerPoint. Okay, later I will give you my email address. Whoever who want the so-called the file, I will delete some of those sensitive from the point of Singapore Polytechnic, some of data. I will delete a bit. Most of those will be in check. I can send you the PDF file. I'm okay with that. Later I give you my email address. You email me. That will be quite easy. Homework flip teaching. There's 6 videos. It's about the pioneer. Every video is only 2 minutes. Very short. The link I already give it to you already. You can just go to the notes. You go to that link. Wonderful. The 2-minute talk about the flip teaching is talking about the whole flip teaching. It's in 2 minutes, 6 video. Fantastic. You know, you will understand much better what is the core, what is the heart of this flip teaching. So homework. Okay, this is okay. We got the top one, right? 3 1. So now, okay, this is the one I give you the. It's already there. The link. You don't need to do this. When you're free, you go back home and you slowly watch. So okay, now tea break, right? Break. But nowadays I do YouTube, no issue. But don't be too long. Below 10 minutes, that will be good. Too long, boring. Cannot. Lack of concentration. So just talk and talk. Same as what you're not doing anything new. Same as what you are in your university, in your college, you're doing the same thing. Just try and talk, nothing more than that. You can choose. The experts say they like to see your face. So you better say, I don't, it's okay, let them see your face. And one more thing they were talking, why can I use other people's video? The experts say because it's the relationship you and the student. They want to see your face. They don't want to see some other people teaching them. They want to see the other teacher, one professor. Teach them so that there's some truth in it. Yeah. Although I don't speak well as other professor, or but it's you.
Okay.
The relationship you and the class very important.
Okay, it's a full input level.
No, I say one, I expert say one. But I also find that I can feel it is something different. Because I let my colleagues use my video, they use it. I walk along it, hi Mr. Wan, how come you know me? I never teach you. Oh yeah, the YouTube one over here. They know you. So this is the thing. I use Socrates to do all this. And this is the thing, this is big for me. We inform them what's them, then we give them some home video to watch or any interesting cartoon, right? So they have to do the quizzes. One night before they come to my class, they will do it. I open it maybe for 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes I say to one partner, sir, you don't close before at 12 night, can you open next morning? I mean, close it until next morning. I do that. But one thing good about Socrates, the quizzes can be online for 1 whole week. You can on it, activate it. 1 week later, also still alive. So long time. It's good. So okay, this is a 2-minute video. How they do. I want to show you this.
Welcome to Socratic, your classroom tool for fun and effective formative assessment. Socratic enables you to quickly engage and assess students on any device and operating system during class. Socratic activities visualize students' answers in real time and collect detailed reports of past activities.
Teacher, come.
Here we have our teacher view on the left and our student view on the right. Directly from your teacher dashboard, you can start a quiz, send a quick question or polling activity, deliver a quiz as a fun
They might have language in your country.
or give an out the
They
door
might have the language. I know you know Japanese, but other languages, many languages.
As students respond to the question, the teacher can see in real time what the students are thinking. Have students ask their own questions, or use short answer quick questions to allow students to give authentic sentences or opinions anonymously. Then have a discussion of the results or ask more quick questions. It's your choice. Create your own assessments and save them in your Socrative account for any time use. Then share them with your colleagues and other Socrative users around the world. As students complete an activity, you'll see their graded responses populate your live results table. The rows show each student's results, and each column shows how the whole class is performing on that question. Click into any question to see a detailed view of the responses. Live results allow you to see which questions you need to go over with the class, or decide how to group students for review based on their results. Run your quiz as an exciting space race to create a fun assessment game that students can play in groups or individually. Students love the friendly competition, and you'll still receive the graded report at the end to see detailed views of your class's performance and understanding. As you can see, Socratic is a versatile platform with many great features to support your unique teaching style. We're here to help you save time and visualize student understanding. Be creative and have fun. Sign up today for free at Socratic.com.
Watch a video and take notes. Anything you want to say, right? Faster. Do. You can play a student and say, apply more pressure. Apply more pressure. You heat it up. Heat it up. Apply more pressure. Not enough. They will enjoy doing this kind of thing. Let's say if that is useful to you, you are teaching aerodynamic or don't know what. Heat or this. Heat up. I like this. At one point, a lot of this simulation going on. I mean, this kind of also free, also free. Let's say you are, let's say electronic. 15 minutes to get this for me. I also like this simulator thing. So, ND, OK, all this, you can play around with that. So the student might have a circuit, they can build it up and then simulate and play with that. Or they can use the, we use the multi-sim. They can simulate the circuit forever. So you just play this for fun. You can simulate the circuit and so on. In class, they do it. But this one is a simple demo. Their circuit may be much more complicated. And so on. We have that. Alright, okay. So, now, one thing very important. So you see, we play games, we give them questions to do, they have the hanging, and some more simulation thing, and so on. Anything you can think of. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or right way, you know. You think you can do something, you can engage them better, you go ahead. Yeah? Now, this is the most important. Toward the end, Sylvie, we had before, last holiday, we went there. You have to press faster already.
You have to press faster, understand?
In your photo, whatever, circuit diagram, whatever, you can put it there, graph, curve, chart, you can ask any questions on those. Wow, well done. Last one. Wow, most of them get it right. Okay, this is an interesting part. You can see how many right, wrong, all this champion. The rest of y'all all have one. Because around time ask you to discuss with your friend before you choose the answer A. Why you choose A? Why you choose B? Why that they will discuss and they will see. The first time they do, I will make all correct answer. I can choose all the answer also correct. So the second time they do, they will justify to each other. Why I choose A? Why I choose B? They talk back. So most of the time, I would say all the time, more people get it right. Because they argue, they debate, they discuss with each other, they will get a better understanding and they will get the right answer better. So this is most so-called. What a coincidence also. Anyone in really? Anyone still haven't been? Oh, I thought you were there, sorry. You know, aerodynamic or microprocessor, anything like
Wonderful ไม่ใช่โปรเจกต์ไม่ใช่
Sometimes I see the head, most of the body, I don't know whether they're boy or girl. You know, cannot tell. They're so pretty. The plastic surgery is very good for you.
ที่กรอบเป็นที่เลย
Okay, we got a champion already, yeah? Yeah. So this is the thing, you know, this game-based thing. Okay, finish? Alright. We finish it, huh?
ทีมเฟนฟรา
You see a CAP report, right? It will send to you.
Belgium
CAP report, it will send to your email. Okay, I click. Earlier, by default, an Excel file. I want a PDF. I want who they are. I want the student. I want the specific question mark. You can download anytime, or you email to your own self. Your Google Drive also can. You can do that. Let's say email. They will send to me. Okay? Error. David, I can go to the database and get no issue. That's it. Error. I can always go to the CAP report, the database, extract my data out. Can anytime. So good. Now, there's you see the exit. This is what I'm talking exit code. This is what I'm talking. I would like to later. I would like to show you. Let me talk until it first. Don't log out from your subject first. Right. Yeah. Oh, your friend the time again. I don't want to bother you for. Okay. You see, no. For the not motivated student, I more or less do the same thing. The only difference is. Okay, go through this, show them what they did, and this is only different I do with my so-called not so motivated student. Do the Eric Musula technique, peers instruction. Do the quizzes one time on your own. The answer I put everything correct. So the student very frustrated. You can see that later the student said, I got 68, but I cannot go through all it. But I already print out for you every single comment from them. Some not say four letter word, I mean, you can see the language, not so kind. Okay, so I make them do 2 times, the second time they talk to friend and choose it and so on. So make them do this PS instructions. Give price, right? So give them the paper to do the questions, whatever you have 1 or 2 specific questions you want them to do, very difficult one. Let them work among themselves with a friend. But most important, you don't let them just let them do, you have to run it up. That means before I take back the paper, you take back, you talk, you teach how to go about that. You have to teach them. And you don't know how to teach them, you give them the model answer, everybody 1 page. Except for this, I was understand the purpose. This is too difficult for them to have enough contact with the lecturer during class also. They have that. Ask them everything, do you understand the purpose of this and so on. Yeah, the post class. So we ask them overall, you like it, you don't answer. So it's quite long. I would say is how many questions I put it in the link I would like to show you. You see the so MCQ, they like it, they don't like it, they agree, they don't agree. I don't really bother about those. What I bother is the free text feedback. Every question got a free text feedback. You know, they can write anything regarding that pre-class, in-class, post-class. They will write. I want them to write. I want to see the so-called the feedback. Because if they like it, everything they say is okay. You don't feel it, because you give them chocolate, they eat, so they like you, like everything okay lah. But it doesn't mean anything, right? To us, so the real thing they will enter their concern, why they like it, why they don't like it. Those are very important data, which I extracted out. So I would like to student survey. This is what I'm talking. Very important. Be more organized. First time, this is motivate. Okay, first time, also don't know what I'm doing. Do everything at the same time. All this, the student will tell me off. So they like it because we have more time with them. Yeah, they can ask more questions. Yeah, they tell the video not be too long. Most of the students say less than 10 minutes. Hey, the free software you use is free for 15 minutes. I subscribe, I pay, I can record up to 1 hour, 2 hours. Whatever the YouTube also can record with the voice. But the free one, you don't have the audio from the YouTube cannot record, the free one. But that's good enough. You want to record your own video for the student, that's good enough. Don't need to pay. Also very cheap. I paid 1 year, not expensive. They give me 3 years, 2 years free. 15 more. It's not me. I wish I like him. I don't better than him many years ago. I've been teaching in Singapore Polytechnic for the past 27 years. I was an industry engineer. I joined teaching line. I fell in love with it. Today I still have a bit of fire in teaching. I love it. It's me. I teach. Nowadays I also coach our younger colleagues. They come in, share my experience with our younger colleagues. So it won't be so close on 3 hours we are talking. It won't be like that. It will be very boring like this.